second grade friends. It's Mrs. Robinson back again to help you learn about how to read those big words that you come in contact with when you are reading and you think, I don't know how to figure out that word. So today we're going to talk about more tips for tackling those long words. Now, we've already been spending some time on how we work methodically from the beginning to the end of words. We break apart our words into syllables and we work from the beginning all the way to the end. And then last week we spent some time looking at breaking our words when we saw two consonants in the middle. We broke it apart and then we separated out our syllables to figure it out. And we knew that those are called closed syllables words, which means they had a short vowel sound. Now, we did also notice not all words have two consonants in the middle. And when they didn't have two consonants in the middle, what kind of vowel sound did they make? Yes, you are correct. They made the long vowel sound. So when we didn't have those two consonants together, it makes the long vowel sound. So I have a word for you. Oh, I heard some of you right away say what that word is. And you may know what that word is, and that's okay. But I have something circled on here that I want you to pay attention to. And I know, can you go ahead and tell me right now? Tell me if you know what that is. If you know what those two letters are called. Yes. If you said digraph, you are correct. So TH is called a digraph. We have digraphs. Digraphs are two letters that come together. That when they come together, they make one sound. And they're best friends and they stick together like glue and they never separate. Some of the digraphs we have are CH. It says ch, ch, ch. It doesn't say k, right? Or SH says shh. TH says WH says wh, wh. Or PH, which this is a silly one, says like phone. It says the F sound. Isn't that silly? So when we look at words that have digraphs in them, we have to make sure that those friends stay together. They can never separate. So wanted to show you this word today because if we were to break apart our consonants, we would probably end up trying to separate the T and the H because those are two consonants together. But what I want to tell you is that they have to stay together. So when we look at this word, we're going to make sure that these stay together, right? So let's figure out where we would break this word apart. All right. Consonant, vowel, consonant, 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 vowel, vowel, right? AY says A. So I would say it would be broken up right here. Okay? And if we were going to break it up, we could also break it up here. Day. Day. Crash it together. Birthday. So another thing I want you to consider is when we are reading words and we're trying to chop apart our consonants or pull apart our syllables, I need to make sure that you keep those digraphs together. So I have one more word I want you to look at today. Oh, I heard some of you right away say what digraph you saw. What digraph do you see in this word? Go ahead and tell me. Scream it out. You're correct. We see this digraph right here. CH says ch, ch. So now let's go ahead and let's break this word apart and let's try and figure out what this big word is. All right, let's see. Let's start. Vowel, consonant, consonant. Oh, I said consonant, consonant, so I'm going to pull that right up there. Consonant, vowel, consonant. And then I'm going to separate this. And now that I've got it separated into parts, I can easily figure out what this big long word is. All right, ready? This is a snap word. You should know it in a snap. At, atch, attach, 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 attached. What do we notice about this right here? What do we notice about this? That's right, friends. That's an ending, ed. So I could have taken this off, right? And figured out what word that was. Attach, and then said attach, and then added in my ending, attached, and then known what the word was. Because when we're trying to figure out unknown words, it's important that we break off endings as well. So we keep our digraphs together and we break off endings. You are probably thinking, Mrs. Robinson, you are throwing way too much at me. This reading business is really tough, but I promise you, I am just trying to make it a little easier on you. So some of those endings, you know these by now, you're second graders, ing, ed, er, s, or es, right? So let's look at this word and let's work together on this word. Now, this is a pretty big word. Some of you might know it right away, and that's okay, but let's work on it. So what the one rule we want to work on today, again, is there a digraph in here? No, there's not a digraph. Is there an ending? Oh, I heard so many of you say yes, there is an ending. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover my ending. What's our ending here? Ing, I-N-G. Ing, meaning it's happening right now. So because I can't like break my ending off because I'm using the computer, I'm just going to cover it up. So now my ending is covered up. So now I can go ahead and figure out and use my other rules because those rules don't just go away. We have to continue using those rules. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out, okay, let's start using our consonant, vowel, consonants. Consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Oh, did I say consonant, consonant? So I'm going to break that word apart right there. Consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay. So now let's look at this. Ready? Oh, that's a snap word. You guys should know that word really quickly. But, and then ton, button, button. Like a button on our clothes or on a jacket or on our shoes, a button. Now, button. Now, what I want you to do is because we broke off the ending, I now want you to add it back in. Button in, buttoning. So when we look at this big long word, we may think, I'm never going to be able to figure it out, but we figured it out so quickly, right? So what I want you to remember to do, and you're going to practice today in your boom deck, is I want you to remember when you're tackling these harder words, you have to work from the beginning to the end. We have to look for closed syllables, and if it's a closed syllable, it means it's a short vowel sound. And if it's an open syllable, it means it's a long vowel sound. And do those best friends ever separate? No, they do not. So we have to keep our digraphs together. And the other strategy we learned today is if we come to a word, we have to look at the ending and see, is it an ending that we can break off first? So today you're going to get some practice with that. Good luck, second graders.